There's a lot of talk on what the Vikings might potentially do at the quarterback position for next season. So we have to take a look at what we currently got on the roster. Personally, Josh Dobbs will be gone. Okay, Nick Mullins most likely could be gone. Obviously, in my opinion, we're going to re-sign Kirk. I think that'd be the smartest decision after seeing what we've had this entire year with him out with an Achilles injury, just mediocre quarterback play, terrible quarterback play. It's been awful. But we also have to take a look at Jaren Hall, okay, 5th-round rookie, trying to make his case to stay on the team. And I guess there's some belief in the locker room. Look, he had 2 opportunities to start this season, both of which were not great, right? The Atlanta Falcons start, that could have been fantastic. That could have been a great game. Hall would start the next couple weeks after that, right? But he suffers that concussion on the second drive near the goal line, trying to make something happen, trying to put points on the board. It ends, okay? Then it comes time to see the pastronaut, Josh Dobbs. He balls out and goes from there. So, and then after Mullins, he gets to start in Green Bay, and he got benched at halftime, and that's tough to do. Okay, that's tough tough mentally on a quarterback. You're like, man, I've gotten 2 opportunities, both times they've ended early. That's not great, but Kevin O'Connell really likes what he's seen out of Jaren Hall. The organization has some belief in him, and so does KOC. So let's talk about that belief and what we might expect from the Vikings moving forward going into the offseason. Before we do that, make sure to subscribe to the channel for all Vikings content on or by yours truly, your host, Trey Wiggs. So let's get right to it, all right? With the Vikings naming Nick Mullins as their starter for this weekend's regular season finale in Detroit, Hall's next opportunity will presumably come in the 2024 preseason. Now, the results from his 2 opportunities this year are tough breaks, okay, for any player, especially a 5th-round rookie trying to put some positive tape out there and carve out a career in the league. But even though, okay, things haven't gone well for Hall when he's gotten a chance to play this season, the Vikings aren't closing the book on the BYU product. They're still expressing belief in his potential as an NFL quarterback, which to a lot of us, probably shocking. I understand it. You invested a draft pick in him. You'd like to see what he has, and we've got to see 2 very short stints of Jaren Hall, at least this season. So here's what Kevin O'Connell had to say about Jaren Hall. What we've got to do, or what we've got to go do for the sake of Jaren's development, is pour into him and make sure he knows this is not, by any means, a period on the end of what we think of Jaren Hall. The decision was made to go with Jaren for a lot of reasons. One of which we were excited about what Jaren's potential is, and we wanted to give him an opportunity. We'll take a look at it and make sure Jaren knows the areas where he needs to improve during this week, during the offseason, during his path to getting to where he's going to become the player we know that he can become. Now, ultimately, okay, it's not surprising that a 5th-round rookie struggled in an elevated situation like a primetime rivalry game with huge stake. Okay, primetime football, 5th-round rookie, gotta win it. Like, this is a must-win ball game. Otherwise, playoff chances are basically dead, all right? It's going to be tough. But what he has to do now, okay, is learn from that and continue to develop. That's what any rookie can do. That's all you have to do. Every single year, veteran, rookie, I don't care who you are, just learn from it, move on, and get better. Even if it's unclear when, if ever, Hall will get another regular season start, he still has an opportunity to at least try to prove himself as a capable backup caliber quarterback, which I think he has the capability of doing. I think Jaren Hall has wheels. I think he can run very fast and effectively. I think he has some balls where it's like, that was a pretty ball. And then there's other decisions you're like, whoa, what are we doing? Like, it did not look good most of the time. But I think the development process is going to be there. I think he's going to be fine. I think he could be a very, very good backup in this league. So here's what Kevin O'Connell had to say about that situation. He said, I still have confidence in Jaren moving forward and in his development. Okay, I do believe he's got a lot of good football out in front of him that he is going to continue to work towards, which is good news coming from Kevin O'Connell, even though Kevin has loved Jaren Hall since the draft process. That is why we drafted him. He said, I like this kid. Let's get him in the building. That's why we kept him on the active roster. That's why he had 2 opportunities to get a start in this regular season, even though they didn't pan out. Kevin O'Connell believes that Jaren Hall can be a valuable backup quarterback in this league. And, hey, potentially down the road, maybe he could be a starter. I have no idea. Anything can happen. Crazier things have happened. But there's some belief in the building that Jaren Hall still has a lot of good football left in the tank. So I would expect maybe the Vikings to stay with Jaren Hall or keep him in the building moving forward to next season instead of just letting him go and bringing another backup. But I wouldn't mind drafting another young guy. But hey, Jaren Hall, there's some belief in the building that he still's got a lot of good football left in him. You guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Jaren Hall. Also, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much appreciated. Have a great rest of the night, folks.